What's up, y'all? I'm DJ Premier, and I present to you So What's Up.
Okay, computer, run it back.
So what's up?
Episode 2. We're going to take y'all to a classic. The Notorious B.I.G. first album, Ready to Die. The album Ready to Die contained a song called Unbelievable. Now, with this particular song, the album was already done, and he was coming out with his first single, Juicy. And we used to live right down the block from Big. We lived on Washington Avenue in Brooklyn, actually at Branford Marcellus' house. Me and Guru lived there, and we met Big down on Fulton in Washington, which was right down on the corner, because he used to always hang out with the whole Junior Mafia every time we used to go to the store to get our 40s and just have a good weekend. We would always see Big, and he would always talk about us working. So when it came down to the album already being turned in, and Juicy was going to be the first single as a definite, he wanted to get a street record for the B-side so he could hold the streets down, because he already knew he was going to have radio on lock. Calls me one day, I'm at D&D, and he tells me, man, I need that street banger. I was really so caught up in my time frame of work that I didn't have time to really do a song for him. And I told Big, I don't have the time. Maybe we can do it on the next album. He goes, no, I need that street banger, and you got to give it to me. And I don't care if it's just some notes just going bap, bap, bap. And I was like, all right, let me find some notes. I found a dope sample, which we call stabs. Stabs is when it's just bap. That's considered a stab in the production world. So I found a note, and it had a little, almost like a shake to it, where it goes, boop, and you heard that little boop. I took that one note and said, you know what? If I tune it to different ones, like boop, 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 and put it on different pads on the machine, on the MPC 60, I could make it out of a beat and put it to the drums. So I tuned each one, put them on multiple pads. Shout out to the Legion, Molecules, they had a record called Jingle Jangle. And there's a line where Molecules goes, I'm a big. I kept going, I'm a big. But for some reason, it just sounded like it was too much. That made me think of Biggie Smalls as the illest from The What with Method Man and Big.
Biggie Smalls is the illest.
And I said, you know what, let me do something a little more calmer. And I started doing the same rhythm of what I intended with Molecules from the Legion. And I said, Biggie Smalls, Biggie Smalls is the illest.
Biggie Smalls is the illest.
And I was like, that works. So I saved that. Big is on his way there, and I usually like to have the beat to the point where when the artist gets there, it's at least to a point where they get where I'm going with it. Big walks in and hears that and goes, ooh, it's coming along. I was like, yeah, let me finish working with it. He starts hearing the notes, the stabs, the boom, 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 boom. He goes, that's it. Just make sure you do other versions of that so that when I do the hook and I'm rhyming, it has other flavors and it doesn't just do that. I said, all right, put it into the MPC, started tapping out the sounds, and these sounds are just real simple, but this is what it's still to this day contained on. And you know, you got to salute these floppy just because of that, because there's no other way we would have even been able to save it, because there was no other process then when it came to sampling. Put it down. We stayed about maybe 8 or 9 hours, and it got to a point where I was like, yo, Big, you haven't written anything down yet, bro. And I mean, it's getting late. I want to go home soon. He goes, oh, no doubt. I'm ready. Like, you haven't written anything. He goes, I don't write nothing on paper. Because again, mind you, I've heard all of his album, but I never saw the process of him recording. So to see him just go in and go, live from Bedford Stuyvesant, the live one, we were like, oh shit, this dude don't even write rhymes. And to have his clever wordplay that he does, and it doesn't do it on paper, that shows you the incredible mind of Notorious B.I.G, or better yet, Christopher Wallace, and how ill he really is as an MC and as a lyricist. Everybody knows it went a little something like this.
Bump shots out the sunroof of Lexus coupes, leave no witnesses. What you think this is? Ain't no amateurs here. I damage and tear, MCs fear me. They too near not to hear me clearly. I'm the triple beam dream, 1,000 grams of uncut to the gut.
We got one of the biggest records, and it was the first gold single I ever had in my career. It's on my wall right now. It's one of my most sacred plaques that I've ever gotten. Salute Biggie, salute the whole team, the whole family. Rest in peace, my brother. B.I.G. Unbelievable.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. When I say B.I., you say G. B.I.G. B.I.G. When I say rested, you say B.